Hey, you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Social Proof Podcast. I am Donnie Wiggins. Alongside me, I have...
My name is David Shans.
And we are your favorite business coaches. In fact, we are your favorite business coaches. Mm-hmm. We are your favorite internet personalities. We are your favorite podcasters.
Another one.
This is your favorite podcast.
Ooh.
And if you disagree with me, then keep it quiet.
Quiet. Let's go. All right, so today... we are still marching towards this $1 million 2025.
We are.
In every episode over the next 3 months, I feel like we should start preparing people for 2025. That
we
$1 million
need to
year.
be super dialed in on $1 million year.
Can we do that every episode?
That's
from
next
now
3 months. It's 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Easy. Last episode, we talked about how to set goals, how to set $1 million goals for next year, right? And as I was looking through the comments on that particular episode, it was so refreshing because people missed the teaching more so than just our general stories and conversation, which is fun too. We're not moving away from that. But as we are in this season right now, this quarter, it's time to make sure everybody's head is straight. And then be clear that you can use these same concepts. Maybe you're just getting started in business and you're not anywhere near a $1 million goal yet.
I didn't know she was going to throw it that high. It started getting cold. Go ahead. I'm locked in. You didn't have to stop. You could have kept going.
This is what y'all thought was appropriate? This is a $1 million production, and this is what you thought was appropriate?
Because I texted her like, yo, hand me the little remote.
You couldn't slide that thing across the carpet? You got a baseball pitch it? Anyway, let us help you make some money. Last episode, we talked about setting $1 million goals, and today we are going to talk about the mindset that we must have in order to have our first $1 million year.
Before we get there, can I say, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'll say that too, but I was in my room the other day, I was getting dressed, and I got kind of sad. Like, really, this isn't even for the story's sake. I really got sad because I missed the 30 under 30 award. And unless something happens in the next couple months, I'm going to miss this 40 under 40 award.
Oh, wow.
Then I don't even know if they have 50 under 50.
They do.
Do they?
They do, but you know what? I know exactly what you're feeling because I've had that thought like, oh man, I don't even qualify for that award.
You feel me? 40 under 40, 30 under 30.
It's a big deal.
That's a big deal. And
I mean, is it really special at 50 under 50?
Almost at that age, you're supposed to be.
You should be doing something.
You should be doing something.
But so many people are not.
But so many people are not going to do anything special entrepreneurially or building something, period. And it's not a bad thing. It's just not in the cards for everyone to be the top number of something in something. Everybody's just not going to do that. It's not the cards. They're not going after it like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe that's not their goal. Maybe they're in an environment where we just don't go after stuff. And there are cities, countries, group chats around the world where that is the culture. They just don't go after stuff. But I was really sad. I'm like, dang. And it's not that I don't think we could have. It's just we didn't go after that award, which brings me to my next point.
Okay.
Where everybody getting these presidential awards from?
Yo.
What is happening here, okay? Because I don't know.
Where's the link for that one?
It's a link for sure.
Where's the link? There is a link. Because some of the people that I see receiving a presidential award from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
How you know them?
They don't know you.
How?
Their team don't know you. The team whose team is picking they don't know you.
I was gonna say something, but I might sound like a hater.
You are, but it's okay. This is one of those things that's
I'm a hater, right?
Reasonable hate.
I'm not being a hate. No. I'm not saying I'm hating. I'm just saying it's so abundant. It just seems like what it feels like. It feels like the what was it?
Forbes and
no. It feels like
the fake PhDs.
See, don't say fake.
Okay,
You're going a little far.
Are they fake? I mean, are they
honorary
real?
doctor?
Okay, so whatever. Some of them are fake. I just feel like
but we don't know that. So
we don't know. Okay, so it feels like the honorary PhDs. And I honestly was a huge fan of honorary PhDs. I used to really, really want an honorary PhD until I was offered one. And then asked to pay for one. And then when I realized that people are just out here paying a couple $1,000s to be awarded these, there is no curriculum. There's no like refresher course that you have to take. There's not even like it used to be where political people and what do you call those people? Celebrities would get one because of the work that they've done in their industry or the work that they've done for humanity, and they would be awarded an equivalency to what you would have accomplished in school, right? And you actually did something for it. And I used to really want one of those. Yeah. And then when it just started being like, all you got to do is pay for it, it's like.
And here's the thing. It turned me off when it's just too many people. But if I was one of those first people, I'd have been, I was one of the first ones to do it. And I'm like, all right, you gonna give me a doctorate? Run that. Let me get that. How much? Run it. I mean, I didn't graduate college, so this might be a play. But then it's like too many people. And I think I saw a couple people getting the presidential award. I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, man, what I gotta do, who I gotta submit to. Not who I got to submit to, but who do I have to submit an application to? Nothing weird, okay? To get my little MA, but then I started seeing them popping up. I probably seen 20 of them. And I'm like, all right, yep, there's a play here.
There is a play. So when I realized the honorary PhD programs are a business model rather than recognition for actually having done something great, then I no longer desired it. And and then when I saw people start like, I don't know, if I would have received an honorary PhD, I probably still wouldn't have changed my name and be calling myself Dr. Wiggins. Yo, I don't know why.
I'd have been corny into that, I think.
Nah, I wouldn't have been Dr. Wiggins. I would have had an honorary PhD, the end.
I'll put it on my book.
I might have put it on a book.
Written by Dr.
But
David
are you
Shands.
changing your Instagram name to Dr. David Shands?
Nah, maybe the bio.
And that's literally what's happening.
Maybe the bio.
Okay, so I just Googled how to receive the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. And it says here, can you pay for a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award? But it says here, to be given the Lifetime Achievement Award, you have to contribute more than 4,000 hours of service in their lifetime. Well, I've contributed.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
Hold on. 4,000 hours of service in what regard?
Service. Let's see. Let me open this up. President's Volunteer Service Award recognizes United States citizens and lawfully admitted residents of the United States who have achieved a required number of hours of service over a 12-month period or cumulative hours over the course of a lifetime. The type of service is issued for service hours served within 12 months. It's not even saying volunteer service only. Awards are issued for volunteer service only. Mm-hmm. Additional levels of participation with the organization, like charitable support, are not a factor considered. So basically, you can't donate money to a charity in order for it to work. Court-ordered community service also does not work, you guys. Your court-ordered community service don't work for this. At
the risk of, shouts out to everybody who got their lifetime achievement.
I think we're being haters because we didn't get it. And it's okay to say that. I really think. Y'all think we're being haters? You think we're being haters?
Is that a little bit? I'll own it. A little bit.
Listen, every now and then I'm a little bit of a hater. And I think perhaps because I didn't get a presidential, lifetime achievement award, maybe I'm hating just a little
somebody
bit.
DM me to play, okay? Because there has to be one. Because it's a lot. I'm seeing so many of them. So just put me on, because yo, you know what? Forget all that we talking about. And everybody that got one, I'll pay for that joint. Just let me know, okay? Here's why. For one, who wants to go through the hoops of the paperwork and all the stuff that you like got to do to really do that joint? But also, once you start talking to different environments or you in different rooms or corporate, they don't know nothing about this social media stuff.
They don't know
I'm
there was a checkout page.
They wasn't in the funnel.
They didn't get caught. They're not on the email list.
100%.
Or the group chat. It's definitely a group chat play because I've noticed the same circle has been receiving these.
Well, hold on. Let me see who got one.
There's definitely a group chat play. Y'all, why I'm not in the group chat?
And the bio, like when somebody introduces you to speak in your bio, Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, run me that. Let me see who got
Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient Donnie Wiggins. First of all, we can just put Marshall on the graphics and
I could just make my...
You know what I mean? We could just really just have it. Who's fact checking this? Where is this published?
Yeah, who's calculating these 4,000 hours?
Where is this published?
I promise y'all we're going to get to what we was going to talk about, but it's just some things I had to get on my chest. Who has it? Hold on, let me text. I'm just going to text somebody I know that got it.
I know who to text. You text.
No, don't say the right name because then
for sure not saying it.
Nah, because listen, and I'm telling y'all right now, when y'all see the joint pop up, y'all can clip this up and say, yup, David said he's willing to pay for it. Okay, I'm not going to pay for it, though. I'm not going to pay for it. That's going to sound dope, huh?
We've put in 4,000 hours.
At least. So if that's the minimum requirement.
Real quick.
Now that I think about it,
me and David are on here. I'm not going to say your name because you're one of the people that we're hating on right now.
Show me the name on the phone.
Wait, hold on one second.
Yeah, go on and give me one.
Okay, hello. I just want to give you the heads up that without naming any names, there's a few of you, David and I are hating on y'all so bad right now, right?
A little bit.
Friends are honest with each other. No, we're dead ass hating on you right now. Okay, so this Lifetime Presidential Achievement Award.
What's the play? What's the play?
I'm sorry. What's the play?
There's
Why
a
are we
play
not in the group chat? Can you tell us how much did it cost?
That was a checkout for sure.
That was a relationship, okay? And
a relationship. So you didn't
pay, but are people paying? Okay, he didn't pay. It was relationship. Can you put us in the group chat? We want one.
Yeah, get us a relationship. Oh, don't be stingy with the relationship.
He said he can plug us with his relationship person is what he said. He was trying to figure out the title of said person.
He can plug you with the person who is the plug.
You plugging us with are they the direct plug? Like once you plug this, we're in there?
And do they know us?
And do they know who we are? They know who we are. We know them who?
Who? Say it real quick.
You're about to put us in the chat. I'm not. You're not on the podcast. Who?
Yeah, just say it.
We're on the podcast, but you're in my ear. You're not.
Yeah, nobody can hear.
Nobody can hear you. Who? Put me in the chat right now.
Text me who it is.
His mentor.
You getting close? Oh, hold on.
Okay. Just put us in the chat.
Text me the name of the plug. Text me the name of the plug.
You know who it is.
I bet I do. But text me the name of the plug of who that is.
Okay.
Let's go. Lifetime Achievement Award because I want that introduction in my bio. And I want to go in these rooms.
No, wait. I just got this text. Shout out to my guy who's watching live right now. He said, I have the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award plug. They're the ones who gave this person theirs. And it's not the same plug as the one that we're about to get.
Oh, no.
Yes, that was the first one I saw. Okay, let me stop. You're
lying. That's not the.
We talked about that.
Tell the person that you just text to say his, because there got to be a different plug. There's a different plug here.
Oh, no. The plug that I'm talking about, no, we got a direct.
I'm not going in that one.
No, we got the direct plug. We got the know very well, have dinner with, pull up at the house plug.
Really?
I just sent it to you. We're going to have Lifetime Achievement Presidential Awards by Friday. Are you putting us in the group? I'm starting the group chat.
Calling this person. Hold on, man. I gotta see how this. I don't know why That person wouldn't even tell me.
Yo, why haven't we received the presidential
We are wild for this, actually.
Lifetime Achievement Award? And we kind of need it right now because I don't want the one with, you know what I mean?
I'll go through this person. I'll go through this person for sure.
I'm putting this in a group chat.
All right, bet. All right, say less. All right, we need to get more serious matters. But
no, this is how you negotiate plays. You see something you want.
Yep.
You see something happening. You want to qualify for something.
Yep.
This is the power of network,
Yep.
which is important toward a $1 million business mindset.
Correct. And listen, y'all got to think about it. All this stuff that y'all see on social media and just being real. Somebody told me one time, I was talking to a guy and he's just an incredible marketer. And he said, people are cheating. And it's not cheating in a negative way, but some of us are, trying to build something from the ground just by ourselves because it's like some sort of badge of honor. When there are other people that they'll just pay someone for some sort of connection and get access to their following, then it seems like you're lit and you have this social proof of sorts from a cosign where they figured out, all I got to do is pay this and I'll get in this and I can leverage that. But we feel like it's a badge of honor to just do it on our own and we grind it and we got it out the mud. You don't always have to get it out the mud. You feel me? Like there are opportunities where I'm in a room and because I have a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, they're looking at me before I speak. They're like, oh my gosh, this person's amazing.
I need the neck jewelry too, plug that we just sent a text to. I want a ribbon so I can wear it under my blazer because then I'm going to start putting blazers back on.
Yo, when we get
I'm presidential.
Have you seen people getting the award? Because I've been seeing just the
framed
flyers.
award.
I've just only
I
seen
saw
the flyers.
the one person in this text, not the group chat, the one who said I got the plug. They gave this one theirs. He got a plaque, not just that little graphic image.
But do they give out the ribbon?
I want a ribbon. We'll figure it out. But even if we don't,
get it, we're gonna wear it on the episode.
We're gonna wear it on an episode. But even if they don't, once we officially get the award, we can go make our own ribbon.
Oh, we'll just make our own ribbon.
We'll just make our own ribbon. It's an award shop right up the street.
Yo, maybe we
can actually make any award we want.
That's a fact.
We need our awards back here.
We can actually make the award without actually getting the award.
Exactly. I said, let's put Marshall on the graphics. He can duplicate that and just swap our pictures out. Let's just do it.
All right. Now back to more serious matters. Okay. Okay. 2025.
So either way, we're going to have an award.
We're going to have this. Either way, the next time someone introduces us.
Lifetime Presidential Award recipient. She is a highly acclaimed and decorated business coach.
Yeah.
She has been awarded from the likes of
the
local high school. I do get.
Yo, here's what's cool though, and I'm just thinking about branding. Mm-hmm. I think it could be important to just go get some awards.
Let's just go get some awards.
Like some awards that people give out, right? So as you're saying the awards, it elevates your presentation, your brand. Like, especially if, you know how people say, these are all the brands that I work with.
Yeah.
In their presentations.
That's what I just started saying I'm going to put on my website. I've worked with some pretty impressive brands, and I don't pop my collar about any of them.
For sure.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, there we go.
Can I put David Shands, LLC?
Yeah. But
Is that what I put? Will people recognize that? David Shands,
Yeah, I wouldn't
LLC?
put that. I wouldn't put that. I would say a name of a company that other people don't know.
No. I'm definitely putting David Shands, LLC. You're going as one. If I fell out with somebody whose business I directly grew to 7 figures, can I still put their information?
Yeah, because you work with them, for sure. Absolutely. Yep. my one friend, well, they're both my friends. My one friend, my one friend and my other friend built a company together, and it's a successful company, but they split. The other friend it now runs the company. The other friend isn't in the company, but the one that's not in the company, he still talks about how he built that particular company, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's what he did. All right, let's get to the conversation at hand. I'm sorry. Because I wasn't going to talk about that, you know what I mean? But it's important.
Is it important?
Because I was feeling away.
Was it important?
It wasn't
or were
important.
you just in your feelings?
I was in my feelings about not getting the 30 under 30 or the 40 under 40, and then I see all these presidential lifetime awards, and I'm like, I ain't get that either. And I was in my
And you don't have the honorary PhD. We're literally failing in the space of following what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, too many people got it. I would have got it though.
No, but we're still gonna get it.
We're gonna get it?
We're gonna get it. Listen, not only am I gonna come and get somebody's honorary PhD, I'm gonna do the commencement speech.
Yeah, but then somebody like the one guy, he's gonna make a video about you and be like, okay, what school is this? You got it from? Like, yeah, you're right, you got me.
They're gonna
you got me.
You know what? Because I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't. No, thank you. Do not honor me with your honorary degree. I didn't want to deal with that. And at the time that it was offered to me, well, and then it's like, is it really offered to you if you then also got to pay like $5,000 for it? It's not really an offer. It's a pitch is what it is. It was pitched to me.
You know what was cool before? Being featured in Yahoo Finance.
Not anymore.
Remember that?
Yep. CBS.
What was it? Yahoo Finance. If you're in Atlanta, you know. Voyager. If you are on Voyager.
It's Black Enterprise now too.
Black Enterprise is extremely.
Any of your Fox News channels, any of your CBS News channels.
Just pay for it.
Just pay for it. Listen, you guys.
No. I'm sorry. We're not saying just pay for it. We're just saying you just got to pay for it.
All you got to do is pay for it. Yeah. If you're wondering how all these people are being featured, no, and this is actually important because people are looking like, wow, out of the millions of people who are in that space doing stuff, how they recognize her or how they recognize him. Well, you either have a publicist that can put you in front of these platforms, right? But even then, what I've been finding over the last couple of years is even now publicists don't necessarily have relationships. They have access, but they don't have relationships. And the difference is the relationship can walk you into the opportunity because you're deserving of it. And the access says, hey, I can get you here, but you have to pay for this.
Yes. And this is actually called marketing.
And this is and that's really all it is. So while we are making jokes and we are slightly hating, I'm prepared for those comments. We started in hate.
But we admit it. You know,
we admit it. You know what I mean? We're not perfect people.
Yeah.
We don't have it. And so we're hating, period.
Yeah.
But even still, ultimately, the reason that people do this is because it's marketing. And whether you agree with it or not, it works and it's completely ethical.
I'm getting that joint. I can't wait for him to reply. And how soon can he get it?
Did he reply?
He didn't reply yet.
Dang.
But I called and his phone didn't even ring, so maybe he's like traveling or out the country or something.
He could be.
Yeah. Okay.
He could be. Just know that it's coming. We'll have the award, and we got to have it in this presidential term.
Yep.
And then if Kamala wins, then I'd like to have it again for the next presidential term.
If Trump wins, I'm gonna get that joint again.
I'm not interested.
You crazy. You crazy. There's a lot of things you can do with $500. I mean, you can have a night out with your significant other. You could buy some really expensive shoes. Well, really nice shoes are about double $500. You could buy a course where you can learn something for $500. But I have something better for you to do with the $500. I want to meet with you every single morning for the rest of your life. Well, maybe not the rest of your life, but every morning, Monday through Friday, for the rest of the year. I have information and game that have allowed me to build a successful business, a successful community, and a successful life all the way around. But I want to share that with you. But the only way we can accomplish this is not me selling you a course, not me giving you a one-on-one consultation, because even with that, you'll get the information, but you'll need more. I want to meet with you every single morning. Now, would I meet with someone every morning for $500 for a year? And the answer is yes. Actually, we've been doing this thing since 2017. We have what's called the Morning Meetup. Every single month we have a theme, whether it's social media, whether it's motivation, whether it's strategy, whatever it is, we have a theme for the month, and every morning in that month, we have a conversation around that topic. And I am giving a wealth of knowledge, not only myself, but a lot of friends, a lot of people that you see on this podcast. They join every single week. So you need a community of people that you can grow with, and you need a coach. I'm your coach. The Morning Meetup is your community. Go to themorningmeetup.com. It's $499, and I will meet you every single morning for an entire year. Give it a shot. I'm getting the award. It's a presidential. When they introduce, I'm only thinking about the introduction. I'm not saying he got the Donald
Two-time
Trump.
Presidential Lifetime Achievement
I'm a
Award
two-time
recipient.
presidential. Yeah, 100%.
I'll just put it on my bio. Who's gonna defeat? I mean, who's gonna like refute it? If it's on my bio, it's true.
100%.
If it's on my bio, it's true.
One time I went a little fraudulent. It wasn't fraudulent. It was 100% true. It was on the line. I said I'm a best-selling author now. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean exactly? You know what I mean? Now, if you think that
Best-selling in the Shantz family.
I'm the best-selling author I knew at the time.
Best-selling of my friends group.
When I first started, yes. And now I'm the podcast king.
Because who else would say that?
You are and I've heard you say it multiple times, and I've said it for you multiple times, the best business coach in the country.
Best globally. It doesn't stop here.
Number one. You can even go number one. I'm actually I'm the number one.
You good? Was that funny to you? Globally. You know what I mean? I have people in my community from Ghana. I'm global.
All right, let's get to what we were going to talk about.
Just be clear, because that's going to be clipped up. I'm the best business coach globally.
100%.
And when you introduce me, Donnie has been ranked the best business coach globally, because who's gonna argue with me about that? It's on my bio. It has to be true.
And here, okay, in a very serious manner, I just thought about it. Why you said that? What's important is you have to be able to defend it. So if somebody said to me, 2012, when I just left the Cheesecake Factory, and I got a Presidential Achievement Award. It's like, bro, last week you was at the Cheesecake Factory. Now you're getting recognized by the president for doing nothing. You sold a couple t-shirts. But because we built a body of work, you can't refute that.
You can't.
So all of these, I think this is in a serious strategy. First, you got to focus on building something. It's not going to work if you're trying to get all these accolades and you haven't done anything. Now you're just doing it for clout or just something cool to say. But if we're saying we're enhancing what we're doing with all these, what's the word I'm looking for? Ancillary accolades that just amplify what we're doing already, and it takes us to the next level. So I don't think it's called marketing.
It is. It's definitely marketing, but you do also have to be able to back it up. 100%. If I call myself, if someone introduces me at their business conference and says, she has been ranked the #1 business coach globally in the world, please believe I'm getting on that stage and I'm making the whole audience believe why.
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah, I just saw it. Horrible.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get to coaching.
Let's get to it. Today's conversation is...
We've done so much talking. Oh, the entrepreneur's mindset for scaling to $1 million. There really is more than tactical skills that you have to scale to $1 million. Everything's going to start in your mindset first.
Bro, I be trying to tell people this all the time. And if you'll notice on webinars or some sort of digital class, they're always starting with kind of purpose, reason, their story, motivation, in like the first 15 to 20 minutes. But there's some people that got on because they want the steps. Just tell me exactly what to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't think that they understand that even if I give you the steps, but your mind doesn't truly believe it, or you haven't seen some evidence, or you don't have some sort of respect for me, the speaker, based on all the stuff I've done, even if I give you the steps, you're not going to do it. It all starts here. No lie. We were just on the call this morning. Vero, and I'm trying to remember the numbers, but she wanted 75. No. Right, but before that, she said so she was like, yo, I'm gonna hit $50,000 this year. We're late September, she's having this conversation, and we're having these conversations about, okay, we gotta lay a foundation for the next 3 months, and we gotta shoot for a target by the end of the year so that we're walking into next year with momentum. And I'm going around the room and just asking everybody, okay, just share what your goal is. And she said she's been consistently growing, in this year she'll make $50,000 in her side business. She already has a job, side business, $50,000. And I challenged her to raise it a little bit. I don't remember how we did it. I think what she said was, she said she was on track for 50,000. She was like, based on the clients, the stuff I got going on, I'm on track for 50,000. She does Shopify. Shouts out to Vero. What's her Instagram? Vero. We'll find it. We'll shout it out. She says, Donnie, I'm on track for $50,000 this year, which is an improvement from last year. I think last year she made like 30,000, something like that. And we're proud. Vero Coaches, VERO Coaches. Just find her. She builds Shopify pages, stuff like that. So she's on track for 50,000 based on the clients, the retainers, stuff like that. And I'm like, you already got that money. You know what I mean? You already did the work to make sure that you're gonna hit 50,000 this year. Let's set a little bit of a reach. And she says, well, I don't know, it takes a little while. She said, okay, I'm gonna go after 75,000. On the call this morning, I think she was she needed 4 clients to accomplish that. Early October, she got 2 of those clients, meaning she has 3 more months to do what she did in a couple weeks to hit a goal that was further than what she thought. But it wasn't that I gave her any coaching or strategy or this is what you do. I said, yo, you know that you can go to 75, right? And she goes to 75. But in her mind, she thinks 50. And then you get a coach or a presentation or a book that gets you to believe that you can go to 75, and then you get 75, which what's probably going to happen if she closes these other 2 in the next couple of weeks. What do you think is going to happen to her goal? Does she stop? She can essentially go to 100,000 this year, doubling what she thought she was going to do, but the double came in the last quarter of the year, simply because someone came along and changed the way she looked at this thing.
Scarcity to abundance.
100%.
There's number one. When we're talking about mindset shifts, we have to go from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. When we're thinking about scaling to 1 million, we start thinking about things like, are there enough customers? We start thinking about, are there too many people who are already in this marketplace, right? Is the industry saturated? I know I hear that all the time with hairstylists and people in beauty industry. Is the industry saturated? But another way that we have to convert scarcity into mindset or scarcity into abundance is, are we willing to do the abundant work that will get us the abundant result? So me and my good friend Maya, who's also a business coach, we live in the same building, and we have the ability to hold each other accountable when we're not, like, we live in this building, it's beautiful, it's, glass windows, and we will find ourselves just staring outside, just taking in the luxury of the environment, right? Forgetting that when I moved into this building last year, I said, I am going to move in here. Well, I said the reason that I was moving from one condo to the next was because I felt trapped in my last condo. We had gone through that period of the 4 years of the pandemic. I had COVID every single year. I wanted to get out of that environment. I wanted something bright, right? And what I said was, my deal with myself is, if I move and end up spending like $1,500 more in rent, I have to justify this some way and increase my productivity, right? I have to increase my bottom line. And I said, I cannot move out of this condo until I earn $10 million in revenue in a 12-month period of time. Well, the other day I realized I'm extremely far away from that, but I'm the closest that I've ever been. I'm extremely far away from that, but I am the closest that I've ever been. And I text Maya on Monday, literally, and we were talking about how each other's day has been going, kind of like the activity that you and I used to do when we were on track for our first million. And I was exhausted. Like my Mondays used to be, I don't know if you remember, I'm like, I don't work on Mondays. I don't do any work on Mondays. And then I got one client. And the reason that I didn't do work on Monday is because corporate America version, Donnie, hated going into the office on a Monday, right? Saturday comes, Sunday comes, and it's like you spend all of Sunday dreading the Monday that's coming up. So I didn't do any work on Mondays. I text Maya on Monday and I said, I'm over here after a 4-hour meeting trying to figure out when the heck my Mondays suddenly went from one meeting to a full day of meetings from 8 to 5 with barely enough time to eat lunch. And I understood that I was operating from a spirit of gratitude scarcity, right? So I told Maya, reframe that into a gratitude statement for me, because I can't see it right now. I'm tired and I'm hangry, okay? I said, reframe that into a gratitude statement of what I get to do, please, because hangry me is over here struggling to find the light at the end of the tunnel. And she simply replied, this is $10 million, Donnie. This is $10 million, Donnie. So the Donnie who didn't work on Mondays, who only had one meeting a day, right? That Donnie, she's a 7-figure earner. But in order for me to be that 8-figure earner that I desire to be, I have to get out of my own scarcity mindset, meaning I've just done enough of the work, right? Like I've done enough to take what I get, kind of sort of speak, or I've done enough and I'm proud of what I make. You will find yourself being proud of the $50,000 that you've made in your income. I know I've been there. It's like really rewarding. You've made $50,000 from your own idea. That's a big deal. But scarcity mindset is going to keep you there. Scarcity mindset is going to say, well, that's better than the other 88% of entrepreneurs who have been in business. But you have to have an abundant mindset and say, I'm going to go from 50,000 to 100,000, but you can't stop there. You have to continue to think abundantly and say, I am going to make as much as I can. As long as I'm alive, the goal can continue to get bigger if I choose. The difference in whether it will or isn't going to get bigger is my mindset.
Absolutely.
So what are you thinking right now? Like, what goal are you meditating on? Just like the young lady in Shanz's community, are you counting money that you've already made? It's like some of you I speak to, you have a goal of making $100,000. And it's like, okay, but you've also already got the book of business where you know you're going to make the $100,000. That's a scarcity mindset. You're staying stuck there. In order to have an abundant mindset, it's like, okay, I already have this $100,000. We've got 3 months left in the year. How can I scale that even more?
100%. Another critical mindset shift is knowing that you are special and you have something special. And I get so many people that just don't believe in themselves. And we were at the sister shop, and this young lady came up and, you know, she's like, I'm like, yo, sell me on your business. Like, pitch me your business. And the lady says, well, I'm kind of nervous because this is my first time. And I'm like, yo, why not I didn't ask you that? Just tell me your business. Why do I need to know that this is your first time pitching this? Why do I need to know that you're just getting started? What does that have to do with this conversation right now? Mm-hmm. So she goes to like doctor's offices and she's pitching her service. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, just pretend I'm a doctor's office and pitch me your service. She said, all right, well, I'm local and I'm looking for some people that I can work with, and I'm, you know, just getting my business going, but I think I can help you. I'm like, all right, let's just change one of the words. Instead of think, just say, I know. So she goes through this whole presentation. She says, well, I know I can help you. And I'm like, all right, well, just take off the part where you said I'm just getting started and I'm new to the area. Just take off all that stuff. We went through this iteration probably for 10 minutes, and eventually she said, I'm the best in the world, and you need me. But when I first started, I think she thinks that she's inferior. Yeah. I think that she thinks that if they sign up with her, they're doing her a favor. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I get my first client. I'm so excited. They helped me out. No, you are helping them. Like, once you realize that you are special and you walk with a different bravado. Is that the word?
Mm-mm. But it's okay.
I could have used that right there. Yeah. What would be a different word? Confidence?
Air.
Confidence is just more
You walk
aura.
with a different air. You have a different energy. There's a different aura. There's a different vibe around you.
Somebody just look up bravado real quick, because I like that word. I didn't want to go with comment. I didn't want to just go confidence, you know what I mean? And air's not long enough. I want to go with a word's not common, you know what I mean? But like, say it again. A bold manner. Yeah, it's a bravado. Come on, step your Scrabble game up. So if you can just believe that you are her, you are him, you are that deal, you'll walk into 2025 with another confidence, and people can feel that. Dogs know when you're scared. Even if you try to tighten up, like, all right, I'm not scared, I'm not gonna move, I'm not scared, cool. Hey buddy, I'm not scared of you. The dog's like, yup, you scared. I'm about to bite you. I feel what's going on here.
I'm about to bite you is wild.
And the people that got your money in their pockets can feel that you're scared. Mm-hmm. And they feel that, okay, I would be doing more for this person than this product or service is doing for me. I'm cool. I'll not buy right now.
Yeah.
That is a critical mindset shift.
Yeah. The third critical mindset shift that I can think of right now is transitioning your mindset from that of a hustler or the operator of something into an actual CEO. Right? So when we're talking about scaling our business, if we're being totally honest, a lot of us who are blessed with businesses right now, we're business owners, and it literally started as a result of our own grit. We knew how to do something, or we knew how to acquire enough information about something in order to do it and put it out to the marketplace, right? But if we're being honest, we're really not expert level yet, right? We are $50,000 a year level. We're $100,000 a year level. But there's some refining and some fine tuning that we have to do in order to be expert level to get to 7 figures. So when I say transition your mindset from that of the operator, meaning from that of the business coach, or from that of the podcaster who just shows up and you're using your cell phone right now to produce content and you're making some good money there, from that of just the person who knows how to do hair, we have to transition our mindset from the operator into a CEO. And now, what does a CEO do, right? There's a book, I believe it's by Dan Sullivan, A CEO Does 3 Things. Every business owner who's prepared to be a CEO needs to read that book. When we're thinking about now transitioning into a CEO, well, what does a CEO do? A CEO understands that they have to now start to think strategically. Now, instead of me just being good at a gift, how can I strategically put this out into the marketplace? Well, in order to be strategic, we likely have to pay attention to the data. So a CEO is very, very, very much interested in data. And I hear all the time, like, I don't know all the numbers. I don't know how that works. We got to know. We have to know, because oftentimes when you're on your way from 6 to 7 figures, you might be a solopreneur team, or you might be a team with people who are also not expert level. Somebody has to know the numbers. And when I say the numbers, you have to know what are the main 2 or 3 metrics in your business that moves the needle. What makes you the most money? What brings in the most leads? What makes processes the simplest, right, for you in business? And then that leads me to a CEO must be ready to delegate and automate through systems, right? So now, yes, you do hair and they're booking you through, I don't know, whatever your Vagaro site, right? They're booking you through your Vagaro site. You've done the work. Like, you know, as a hairstylist, you need clients on your calendar, and that's all you've set up. But if you look deeper into the Vagaro platform, you understand that they have text message options. They have a follow-up sequence. They have options for you to send coupons out. They have an option for you to pay to be boosted on their site. Now we're starting to think strategically and allowing systems to be used in an optimized manner to help us outside of the things that we can only think of ourselves. I know that sometimes I've gotten frustrated as a CEO, and I've said so many times things like, I'm the only person who can think through this on my team. I'm the only person that can come up with strategy on my team. I have a lot of executors, but I don't have a lot of strategists. And then one day I was sitting down and I was researching some software for a client, and I'm looking at this software and I'm preparing to tell her all of the fantastic things that this software can do. And I'm like, the software can do a lot of fantastic things. Yeah. The strategies are literally right here. Now we just need to program this software in order for it to do what it can already do. Like 9 times out of 10, you have access to it. You have access to your Linktree link in bio. So if you just upgrade your subscription from the free to the $9.99, you'll be able to see conversion ratios. You'll be able to know that this piece of content that you're posting on your Instagram page has actually brought 25 leads per day to your website. You'll be able to do that. But the hustler, the operator in you, the person who just has the talent right now, you think the free version is best. No, you need the $9.99 because we actually need to know in order to measure if this content is working and actually sending people to our website. We're able to even look and say how many pages did they click through on our website, so we know if the information strategically is working.
100%. And I'll let you go on to the third part unless we're going to just stay here and then we do 3 parts.
Let's stay here and do 3 parts.
Okay, all right, cool. And I wanna make sure y'all are clear too that it's not. We need to always be thinking like a CEO, but some of you maybe don't have the resources to delegate. But what would a CEO do? They would get it done with the mindset of, I'm only doing this right now to create a formula so that I can pass it on. It doesn't mean don't do any work. There's this phrase that says, work on your business and not in your business. And it kind of fooled people into thinking that you don't got to work hard, that you don't got to do this stuff. Like I'm in my business on a regular basis, but sometimes I'm working on my business and I work on my business, figuring out the systems. And then sometimes I gotta get in my business, put that joint together, and then start passing it to somebody, say, okay, this is how I think it needs to work out. And then we can start working on the business. But you gotta do both. It's not an either or until you get to that point where you hire somebody to work in your business and you can work on your business. Now you're just working on this person and fixing their mindset and their activity and all the processes. But somebody's got to work in this business. Y'all understand that, right? Somebody. So that's why people hire a CEO. Like the owner of a business will hire a CEO.
Yep.
The CEO's job is to wake up every single day and figure out what needs to be done, and they need to go after that thing every single day. Well, the CEO, they might hire 3 or 4 people that are in the business. Eventually, somebody's in this business. But if it's just you, you got to be in, on, around, over, all of it. Y'all get that, right? We have to exhaust everything we have. And I think people think it's just not going to take. This is a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Talking to Abian, and we had the conversation.
Hold on, real quick. I want to correct. Dan Sullivan wrote Who Not How. I'm so sorry. A CEO only does 3 things is by Trey Taylor, Trey Taylor.
Gotcha. We were talking to Abia. I don't know why all of our conversations happen on morning meetup, but she was like, I'm just frustrated. And she was like, what did you say? Can you change that to just her where she's in the middle so they can see it? But do you remember what you were talking about? You were saying something like you're super frustrated and you're kind of exhausted. And I understand that. Does that mic work? My mic's good? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, grab that mic right there. Yeah. Right there, to your right. Yeah. Listen to the headphones. Go for it.
I was saying that I was like overwhelmed, exhausted, feeling like just very tired because I don't want September to be a reflection in October. And I didn't look back at all the accomplishments I made before September, which were great, but I still felt like, dang, Avian, why are we not making some now and continue moving forward?
Bruh, Donnie, this was October 8th.
Okay.
And she's so frustrated. October. We're 8 days into October. And she was like, I did like Podcast Summit, I did Invest Fest, and it's like, I had those too, but like, it's month, I'm just frustrated. I'm like, we're 8 days in October. Mm-hmm. You made a bunch of calls, a bunch of people said no. What are you expecting? The month before this month, you did a huge event and actually got hired by one of the owners of the event. That's major. The month before that, you did Podcast Summit. And you had direct connection to the people who put the event on. But I've been seeing you making calls and submitting some proposals, and they're saying no. Well, congratulations. It's a part of it.
Well, and it also sounds like, I believe we gave 3 shifts. We can give a 4th. It sounds like you're stuck on short-term vision. And in order to scale your business to 7 figures, we have to now transition our short-term vision into long-term vision. So when we're just getting started, right, we want to see a result for the work that we do immediately. We need to see something tangible in our hands. So we make 3 calls, we need to have 3 sales. And that's not usually how it works. You can go days, you can go weeks of making 3 calls every single day and having no sales. And then all it takes is your moment of suddenly, where 3 of those calls call back in the same week, and suddenly now you're booked month 1, 2, and 3 off of calls that you made 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I would say like even the opposite, that she has too big of a long-term vision, because we think like not long-term, but we see this picture in our head of who we should be right now. When really, right now, we need to have short-term vision. I need to get to the next gig. When's the next gig coming? Sometimes we gotta like put our head down and just work. Let's just put our head down and work. We have this big goal, but like, what's the goal for the end of the week? Maybe the goal needs to be to at least get 5 people on the phone, get 10 people on the phone. If I can get 10 people on the phone, I have now another skill set to be able. Some people can't get people on the phone. It's just not, they're just really, really difficult. The texts, the emails, the DMs, I just can't get a hold of somebody, but you've been able to get some people on the phone. And maybe, I know you're leading with a number, and a lot of people are saying no. One of 2 things. 1, you're talking to the wrong people, or 2, maybe your number's too high for your skill set right now. We have to have, there's so many factors, y'all. And we can't always look at the big goal. We have to make sure our activity is leading up to this big destination. But we've got to improve our ability to make a sell first.
What is the offer?
So as a media personality, the offer is $1,500 for.
What are you offering? What are people hiring you for?
So for the media personality, it would be like to engage with your audience. You get also promotional marketing assets such as photography, videos.
Okay, call me.
Okay.
I'm your sales call.
Oh.
You ready to answer, Donnie?
Hello?
Hi, Donnie. How are you?
I'm outstanding. Who's this?
This is Avion.
Avion.
Yes, I am
Avion.
Yes,
Avion.
also known as Avion the Meg, a media personality.
Avion on the mic. You're a media personality? Mm-hmm. Oh, did I get booked for something?
No.
Okay.
So I saw that you have your event coming up with David Shands, the 4049, 4048.
Girl, I'll kick you.
Dang.
I'll drop kick you right now.
Just say event coming out. Just say event coming out.
Okay, so you have an event coming out, and I wanted to offer my services as being your media personality. So with you guys being busy on stage, who is working the audience? I will be working the audience.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. You want to be my media personality?
I want to be the event's media person.
I am a media personality.
Well, you wouldn't do what I would do. You would be on the stage being a speaker.
Okay, is this a cold call?
Yes, it will be a cold call.
All right. So I see what's happening here. Okay. Keep going.
Okay, so
I'm going to take my notes while.
Okay. I wanted to be your media personality, or the event's media personality. So what I would do is engage with the audience, getting their testimonials, interacting with the crowd, while you guys are also up on stage. In between the times when you're not on stage, I would be getting photos and videos that you can use for marketing assets in the future to amplify your event. Also,
so are you a photographer or a videographer?
No, I will have a team for that.
Okay, Abion, can you, real quick, I gotta go. Can you tell me what you do?
I am a media personality that amplifies events, not only through content, but through social media and visibility.
I see.
Too.
I am a media personality who amplifies events through. So are you saying that you want to be booked for my event?
Yeah, I want to get booked for the event. Yes.
You're saying it with some frustration in your brow. Are you sure this is a sales call?
Yes.
It doesn't sound like you're smiling through the phone. It's really getting there. Okay. All right. Let me keep going with my notes. Okay. So as a media personality, I'm trying to understand you, Abiana. I only have a few minutes before my next meeting. It sounds like you want to do some talking in the audience, take some pictures and videos. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, I have a videography team and a photography team. Were you looking to be hired by them? If so, I can put you in touch with Brandon.
No. I don't know what to say to that.
I know. Okay, so let's do it the other way.
Okay.
Let me get an idea of what I think you're trying to say.
Okay, so what's the other way? Okay.
You have an event.
Okay, I have an event. Okay. Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Abian, please?
This is her who's speaking.
Hi, Abian. My name is Donnie Wiggins. I work with entrepreneurs like yourself to help make your events more engaging. Could I have 15 minutes of your time?
Yeah.
Okay. I was calling because I noticed on social media that there's a lot of exciting marketing that's going on about an event that you have coming up with David Shands next month. And I sat back and thought about how I could add some value to that. I'd love to share that with you if I have your permission.
Yes.
All right. So I'm aware that you may already have like a photography team and a videography team, but sometimes they're so busy getting the big picture that we miss those small moments that really make the event pop. And I would love to be someone who's out in the audience actively engaging in your voice with your audience. What we found is that this leads to more and more testimonials, and we get to capture the excitement in real time. And then you're able to take that and really beef up the event, but you're able to use that footage that we get for years to come to market your other events. So does that sound like something you might be interested in?
Yes.
Okay. I'd love to tell you how we do it. Do you have just a few more minutes?
Yes.
Come on, talk to him, Donnie.
Good.
Talk to him.
That was good.
Okay.
That was good, right? Yeah,
So like that's like there's a skill set that needs to be acquired before we make millions. You know what I mean? We can't be frustrated now. That took a little while to learn, and you have to read a book to get that. You have to hire as a coach to get that. So you on your own. Why would somebody give you that money? Why would somebody give you $2,000 or $1,500? You didn't talk about you talked about what you're gonna do the whole time. You didn't talk about what she gets though.
Copy.
Go ahead,
I didn't even understand. I think you need to work on framing out maybe 3 pillars of what you do that benefits the client, right? So there was a lot about I'm a media personality and I do this and I'm going to get. But I don't need those things. I'm a high-level entrepreneur. I'm the media personality. And so the way that you're explaining it to me sounds exactly like what I do and the videography team and photography team that I've already captured. But here, how I made it clear that I know you already have a photography team in place and a videographer, but I specialize in audience engagement. They're focused on the big picture of the event. I am focused directly on your audience and the emotion and the raw feeling in real time, and how you can take that and use it for a recap for this event, but how you can also take it and monetize from it because it goes on your next year's marketing and the next year's marketing. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Make sure you go back and watch this episode, and that's your sales call.
100%. Yeah, you also got to be able to put that in through an email too, because I work with her every day, and I was like, I thought, because sometimes interchangeably, like, yo, I want to host at your events, like host and personality and engagement. And yesterday we had the conversation. I was like, so are you saying you're host and I was confused, and I work with you every day. So I think one of the critical mindset shifts is knowing that you're special, but you're just not good yet. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not the market or the industry. You're just not good yet. Mm-hmm. If I'm not closing deals, I can't get mad at the product or the people. I need to get better at it. This is a part of it. When we start tweaking, I did this, Donnie, this is embarrassing kind of. So I did a webinar. There was, at the peak, like 150 people on. And out of the 150, I closed 3. Now, it's it's like 1.5%. Horrible. And eventually we got to 5, like after it was over, like somebody else a couple hours later, somebody else a couple hours. So it yielded 5 out of 150. But on the call, I only closed 1.5%, which is bad. It's really, really bad. Terrible. And this just happened last week. So this isn't like I'm talking about something a while ago, last week. I didn't start looking at, all right, you know what, I just need to do another webinar. Okay, maybe I need to sell a different product. Oh, it was the wrong audience. I started looking at, I got on the call with a bunch of people like from the team that was listening. I'm like, where do we make the tweaks? And I started talking about all this stuff that we tweak. And shouts out to my man Runway. Runway was like, well, I know you want to tweak everything, but we need to tweak one or two things. So, because if we tweak everything, we don't know what change turned the tide for us. But I'm realizing I'm just not that good at it. And I'm okay with that. I'm patient because next week, I'm gonna show up next week, and then the week after, I'm gonna do it again, and 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 I'm going to get better at it. And eventually I'll be a beast. And then I'll be doing it. Somebody will look at me and say, hey, your webinar, you got a better offer, or people respect you, you got a bigger following. No, I did it again, and did it again, and did it again. And I didn't blame everybody, and I didn't blame the slides, and I didn't blame the team, and I didn't blame, we're getting the wrong audience of people. Let me just get better at the presentation.
Yep. Like what I just did with you wasn't, well, it was off the top of my head, but the reason that I'm able to speak to you for 2 minutes and figure out what you do is because I've been a business coach now for the last 12 years. I have heard it over and over and over. I have worked on this over and over and over. And before I could teach people how to professionally and successfully conduct their sales calls, guess what I had to do? My own sales calls over and over and over. But before I could learn how to masterfully close over the phone, I had to learn how to masterfully and skillfully close in person. So that means that I was working jobs. I was selling real estate. I was selling mortgage loans. I sold cars. I sold clothes. I sold all kinds of stuff if it was legal, right? And I got really, 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 really good. But in order to sell something, I had to thoroughly be able to articulate what it was that I did. And I learned at a very early age in my career that when it's about sales, it's 100% about helping your customer see themselves with your result. So with you, when I did your call, I painted the picture of what that looks like. I know you have this, this, and this, but this is what I do, and I'm in the crowd and I'm doing these things. But if I was selling cars, the average salesperson, there's a reason that I was the only female at the car dealership that I worked for, and always the #1 car saleswoman on the team. There's a reason, because everybody else is hungry for the sale. They need to see customers and they need to get that commission today, right? And they're out there and they're saying, hey, can I help you? You're looking around. What are you looking for? Oh, you want a Mercedes? What color? Blue? Okay, well, we got some blue over here. You want me to take you to go look at it? Oh, well, we don't have that blue with that interior. I got a white one. No, that's not it. Okay, well, I can call you. No. I instead am asking people when they're coming to shop with me for cars is, what are you looking for? Oh, you're looking for a Mercedes? Oh, you want blue? I already know I don't have the blue that they want. And we're walking through the lot and we're stopping by and saying, you know what, this black actually looks good with your skin. I know you want blue, but have you considered this black? Let's just sit in it real quick. I know you want blue, but let's just sit in this black. Now, if you were in this black, let's just say you were picking up this car today, right? Where's the first place you're driving? Who are you going to show this car to first? I am allowing them or forcing them in the direction of visualizing themselves in this vehicle. So now when we have to have the conversation of this blue, I don't have this blue, but that black's still going to look good when you pull up to Shan's house. Mm-hmm. And I'm putting them in it. When I sold homes, when I leased apartments, I didn't just say, oh, over here we have a bedroom. Over here is your living room. I walked in and I'm like, okay, so this floor plan is really outstanding. When you walk in, you walk directly into the living room. So we got to think about this. Are you an interior design girly or not? Because in this floor plan, you're walking directly into your bedroom, into your living room. Where are we putting the sofa? What kind of furniture do you have? You have a sectional L-shaped? Perfect. If I'm thinking left arm shaped, okay, that means the wall has to, can we position it here? Stand here for me. If we position it here, does that work for you and what you have? Do we have to buy something else? Let's go into the bedroom. You said you had a king size. Okay, what wall here does your bed go on? And then that customer starts saying, if I put my bed on this wall, I can put a nightstand there, a nightstand there. I don't have enough space for a dresser. Did you see the closet? oh, I can put my dresser in the closet. I am having them place themselves in whatever result I need for them, which is to lease the apartment, which is to buy the car, which is to hire me as a media personality. And I would strongly encourage you to think about changing your title from a media personality, because that's not really what you're doing. Okay? All right.
So the question for Avian and my beautiful audience that is listening to this, how long do you think it's going to take? Before we quit, just ask yourself that question. How long did you think it was going to take to become successful or be the person? Now, we're living in expectation and miracle territory happens, right? Things can change in an instance, but you have to be dedicated whether it happens on your timeline or not. As long as you get better, you'll make more money. That could be the post for today. As long as you get better at it, you'll make more money. The better you are at the thing that you do, the more money you'll make in every single aspect.
Yep, it's your mindset.
We gotta get better.
Do you have a mindset of a person who is going to stay stuck at accepting whatever the world gives you? Or will you have that mindset of a 7-figure earner, understanding might not be there today, but if I want 7 figures, I'm going to grow and I'm going to get better and I'm going to put the reps in. I'm going to build my business muscle, right? That's a lesson that I like to teach. Build your business muscle. We're always building our mental muscles, right? You meditate and you pray and you're working on your mental. We build our physical muscles in the gym and at yoga, but are you putting in the reps to really build your business muscle? If you understand that that particular squat doesn't work for you, it hurts your knees, then maybe we got to go back to the drawing board and understand that that particular title doesn't work for us. It's hurting the sale. Let me come back in here and build up those reps in my business muscles again, shift my mindset.
Next week, we'll go part 2. Next week we'll go part, because we can stay here for another hour.
We can keep going.
Oh my gosh, it might be a part 2.
So when they announce Donnie Wiggins as the best business coach globally, don't play with me.
Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, and we're gonna get 2 of them.
2 of them.
This term and the next term. I'm gonna start gathering them joints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yup, for sure.
Look, y'all, we love doing this. We could do this all day.
We got to be able to get keys to a city, too.
Can we get the keys to the city?
There's somebody you can pay to get them keys.
You think Chamblee giving away keys?
Chamblee got a key for me?
Chamblee, y'all got some keys.
Yo, wherever you grew up, that city.
I grew up in College Park. It might be difficult to get the keys. There's a lot of keys being handed out in College Park.
Which means you could get one.
Global done.
Come on, you're affecting people all over the world.
I don't think I any longer qualify for a key from New Orleans, so we'll take that one off the list. I was just born there, very early childhood there, but I grew up in College Park, Georgia. But does it count that I used to hang out in East Point?
Yeah,
I don't know. You know what I mean? I went to Westlake. Can I get a key to the zip code?
Keys to the neighborhood. Keys to the neighborhood.
Keys to the. Can we establish a key to the neighborhood?
Come on, y'all listen.
Can we establish keys to the neighborhood?
You know what the goal is right now? Just building out these accolades that nobody knows what it means or how you got it. Nobody knows, nobody cares really. All right,
Somebody said we can get the key to Dunwoody. Make it happen.
Make it happen.
I used to work in Dunwoody, so
send the link.
And there was a cheesecake factory. There is a cheesecake factory in Dunwoody, and used to work at the sister property.
I wonder if I can get the keys to the cheesecake factory.
What is happening?
Nah, get some keys to something.
Somebody got some keys.
Let's just start building up accolades. We're gonna find some accolades. Because why didn't we think about the presidential? Because we didn't know we could get it.
We didn't know that it was accessible.
There's mad stuff we can get.
We didn't know it was a group chat.
We didn't know it was added to the group.
Can you guys let us know what other credentials you see floating around that we may qualify for or have the ability to afford? And we'd be so honored to get those.
100%. Yes, man. And did you know, if you invest in let's say there's a apartment complex and there's 100 units, and you put a couple dollars to be one of the investors, you own 100 units.
You own 100 units.
That's facts.
Those are the real keys.
Those are real keys.
Those are the real keys.
No matter how much money you put down.
Yeah.
You might have put $10,000 down on this $300 million building, but you're an investor. Investor. All right, y'all. Yes, next week we'll go. We might go part 2 of part 1.
We got to do
never
part
know.
2. We don't know, but what we do know is that we need you to comment your biggest takeaway from today's episode. Which one of these mindset shifts resonate the most with you? Like, you heard something today on the episode. What was it for you that said, you know what, let me get up right now? Because I was watching this from bed on YouTube when this dropped. Let me get up and start listening to this from the car so I can go and work on these business muscles, build up some
100%.
reps. Let me get up now and start actually cleaning my home so I can have some mental capacity to build my business muscles. Let me get up and do something with this information so that I can shift the mindset that I have right now in my business, long-term vision, clarity on the goals, and we ready for the 7-figure year. Let's go.
Let's go. And y'all, listen, we only have a couple months in 2025. We got a couple months. You need to be a part of a powerful community that can help you get to your goal. So maybe your goal isn't to, make all the money you've ever made by the end of this year. But what's critical is you be a part of a community and you find a coach that you resonate with that can teach you and cultivate you into an entrepreneur. And you have to lay a foundation for the next couple months so that we're walking into 2025 with some strong momentum, okay? Either Donnie and I, we're actually documented the #1 coaches in the world globally. I mean,
And
not sure.
posthumously
I don't know where you can find it
as well.
Huh?
It will be posthumously as well. I believe we're recognized up in heaven as really good.
Posthumously.
We will be. Listen, that means that I'm
that's
carrying it with me forever. Nobody else can ever come and get that.
I'm posthumously.
You know what that means?
Come on, of course.
I don't know, Scrabble champ. You might not.
We don't have enough time. We don't have time to get all into it. You know what I mean? But
Listen,
the Greek and the
Just know
you know what I mean?
the Greek and the Romans.
Yeah. I don't want to get all that.
And the Swiss beat.
And the Swiss beats. But listen, an amazing, absolutely incredible, phenomenal community that you could be a part of. It's called Actionable CEO. If you want to get this type of coaching from Donnie on a regular basis, you need to go to actionableceo.com. If you want to be an actionable CEO, taking action, accountability, a group of people that love you and want you to grow, and you want to make more money, go to actionableceo.com.
But Dave, the morning meetup is also where it's at. I understand the dilemma that people have, like trying to choose.
Yeah.
Look,
We got to create this link.
if you want a community where y'all meeting every day,
Come on.
top of the morning, you in your car, you headed to work, you headed to your business, you're headed into your first meeting, and you need that dose of inspiration, that dose of motivation, that dose of accountability early in your day, 5 days a week. It's the morning meetup over here with Dave. Who doesn't want to be coached by Dave? I mean, we're both great. You can't go wrong.
100%.
themorningmeetup.com, themorningmeetup.com. But
We got to create that link.
we got to put the link together.
We got to create a
I
link.
think, are we going to do it in December?
I think we're going to do it in October.
Mid-October.
I think we do it. I really think, I think we can create something. We got to identify the automations and all that, but I think we could do it in a couple of weeks.
We can definitely do it in a couple of weeks. It's just that I know that I'm going to be responsible for all the work.
No, you're not. Who's doing all the work right now?
I would.
No, who's doing all the work right now for our event?
For an event, it's very different than for our community that we're going to build forever.
So I just went into, because we were just going straight to Mighty Network, but now
Is
with
that
this
included
webinar.
in what we've already paid?
What you mean?
Because otherwise, I got to do all the work.
No. No, we'll figure it out. But what I'm it's just a link, and there's an automation where they get the email where they'll actually get access to both of them, and yeah, it's not as challenging as I
You've
thought.
been awarded. Where is it? Dirty Bag Podcast.
Coached by Dave, Seven Figure Podcast Group, and got my second award nomination after she got her award. I think.
London Baby said, I will help this month. If that means that you'd love to volunteer some services and you're expert level at something, DM me, please.
Yeah.
We need a link, though. Here's what we want to do, because y'all, they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We understand that we have put you guys in a position to choose between us as your mentors, right? And we want to merge our communities together, or at least package them up so you have access to both, right? So they still remain the morning meetup and Actionable CEO, but how can we make it where you get everything? And I think I have it figured out. I think so what you also should know is get down with us as soon as possible, because some of our podcasts are going to subscription only. Some of our podcasts are going to subscription only. And the reason for that is because we want people who are actually invested in taking action, right? Not just haphazardly listening while you're distracted and doing something else, not just dialing in on Instagram, you know, and then getting up and not doing anything with the information. We want a pathway for you to actually be able to follow. But not only that, Dave and I have so many ideas. We have so many ideas. We want to go into the relationship space. We want to do some unique coaching in that space. And we can't just throw everything on YouTube in an unorganized format. So we're going to create these portals where we're offering subscriptions, and you'll be able to access all this stuff for one little subscription.
We got y'all. We got y'all. Listen, we love y'all, man. Go grow. 2025 is going to be so incredible for you.
What are the girls doing this for?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is this? Bye.
You just watched this whole episode. If you like this episode, watch this one right here. Click right here. You're going to like this one if you like the one you just watched. Check it out.